Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. This is Ed McMahon along with Doc Severinsen and the NBC Orchestra inviting you to join Johnny and his guests, Don Rickles, humorous Calvin Trillin, and the cast from the new Broadway play, Five Guys Named Mo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Thank you very much. Wow. Well, at least we didn't get a computer virus in our applause sign. How are you tonight? How many of you are going to shut your computers down tomorrow? You know about this thing going around?
Yeah.
What do they call it? The Michelangelo virus. Do you understand it, technically?
No. Do you?
Yes.
Oh. Do you happen to have a joke about it?
No, not really. It's just some hacker, I guess, who fed a lot of stuff into a computer, and it affects, if you're tied in with computers all over the country, tomorrow, on Michelangelo's birthday, it's supposed to wipe all the data out of your computer. I have no joke for that. I just find it fascinating. You haven't had a chance to follow us. You're newly married, right?
Yes, I am,
Yes, of
sir.
course. You got married, you know. And it's not too late. And it's not too late to get the McMahons a wedding gift. They're registered at the liquor barn. Well, let's see, some more show business news. NBC so far has canceled Matlock. They've canceled In the Heat of the Night. They've canceled Night Court. Yeah. And the bailiff is going back to his old job, Sinead O'Connor. Did you know that? Well, let's follow the political stuff. That's where all the good humor is. Bush is now in Florida, and the president yesterday went to a kosher delicatessen. Now, deli food is just not his thing. He made a big faux pas. He asked for pork rinds with sour cream. See, the president is out there. He's fighting. He's trying to be a man of all the people. And before the campaign is over, he wants to throw up on every ethnic group. And then Bush went to the Jewish deli in Palm Beach. Have you heard of that? Oh, Borscht. And Bush went into the deli with his whole entourage. And the waiter said, "How do you like your lox?" And Bush said, "Quail's not doing that bad a job." That's what he said down Florida. See, Bush yesterday was in Texas. He campaigned in Dallas, Houston, Fort Worth, Amarillo. And finally he said to his staff, "Read my lips. No more Texas." Hey, the president can't be funny every day. Bush campaign so far, he has no focus. One day he supports the young Elvis stamp. The next day it's the old Elvis stamp. Well, that Michelangelo virus got in my monologue here. No, Bush, did you see what the president said yesterday? He said to the voters, "I got your message. You hate Washington." And the voters said, "No, Washington was a great president. You're the one who's having problems." Pat Buchanan is kind of a spoiler. You know, Bush is getting a little bit ticked off because, do you know Pat Buchanan? He has kind of a gender gap. In fact, he's less popular with the women than Dr. Jacobson, the sperm doctor. Buchanan says if he's elected, he's going to put prayer back in school. If he's elected, we're all going to be praying. I don't know, Pat. Warm guy. He looks like the prison guard who used to beat up Jimmy Cagney. No, Pat Buchanan just seems to rub a lot of people the wrong way. The other day, he stopped to kiss a baby. The baby shook his hand. Well, Bob Kerrey dropped out of the presidential campaign. My question is, why can't the rest of us drop out? Just a little aside there. That's just... See, I put those little light laugh lines in so all the laughs don't peak up here. Once in a while, you have a little valley in there. And that was a trench. That wasn't a valley. Also, political analysts are saying David Duke is finished. Well, I mean, what do you... I don't know. What do you expect from a guy whose political mentor was Colonel Klink on Hogan's Heroes? Jerry Brown is hanging in there. Jerry Brown's hanging in. Jerry's kind of grasping at straws, though. His new slogan is Brown. It's easier to say than Songus. Hey, tonight a dream come true. The Democratic presidential hopefuls are having another debate on television. I don't know about you. I don't find them too exciting. After about a half hour of those debates, I find myself missing the luge. After the last debate, they took a poll. 67% of the people said they'd prefer to watch the Rodney King tape again. Here's one of these bizarre items in the paper. I just reported, but it is absolutely true. There is a new food additive on the market that prevents flatulence. It's called Beano. What a terrible name for something that's supposed to prevent Beano. It's like having a condom named Kiddo. They say the way this product works, it has a special enzyme that breaks down offending foods so they don't produce gas. And personally, I'm just damn proud to see America triumph over Japan in flatulence technology. And they have a snappy slogan for Beano. When you absolutely, positively have to ride an elevator, which I think... Not as snappy as I thought, okay. Now, I mentioned this last night on the show, talking about television. Did you see the Geraldo show he did last week?
No, I missed that.
Geraldo did a show. Rivera, I'm talking. Who else? Geraldo Nussbaum, of course. Geraldo Rivera. Got his highest ratings ever on his television show when he had fat removed from his buttocks and put it on his face. He may have overdone it. Today, he stuck his head out the car window, was arrested for mooning. I thank you for your support. Anyway, tonight, we got a good show tonight. The Ernest Hollings of comedy is here. Don Rickles. Marvelous author and humorist Calvin Trillin is with us tonight. And there's a new show that's going to open on Broadway. I think it played in London, did it not? It's sensational. They do some great music from... A lot of you young people may not remember Louis Jordan from the 40s, but he had a lot of original fun music. 5 guys named Mo are here tonight. They're going to break it up. So stay where you are, and we'll be right back.
Okay, someone else.
She taught us English, but she also taught us hope.
This is a good time.
And when we moved away, I never forgot her.
This coming week, AT&T out-of-state calls in the U.S. are just 11 cents a minute from 5 to 11 p.m.
And Mrs. Kramer, our daughter is talking in English.
This is a good time to talk.
A friend like that, you really want to keep forever.
Presenting Wendy's Chicken Cordon Bleu, a boneless breast of chicken, ham, Swiss cheese, Grey Poupon, and mayonnaise on a toasted Kaiser bun.
That looks delicious.
Try the Chicken Cordon Bleu sandwich at Wendy's for a limited time.
That means you have to hurry.
It begins at dawn. They've come for you.
And they want what you have. It's your bed, your Serta Perfect Sleeper, but it's the most comfortable spot in the house. It's why people are saying, I want my Serta.
Okay, friends, now, before we answer some of these embarrassing questions, one of the members of our band, one of the great horn men in music today, Mr. Snooky Young, is going to be appearing with three other guys that we all know well. He's going to be at the Four Queens in Las Vegas Monday, the 9th of March, for the 10th anniversary of the Jazz Series, along with Eddie Shaughnessy, Ross Tompkins, and Bob Cooper. And Snooky, you guys will be up there. All right. If you don't wish to acknowledge that you're here tonight, it's okay. We're not going to embarrass anybody. Charles Barrett. Where are you from, Charles? What says here? Ontario? Canada. Okay. Johnny, when you retire, would you like to come to Canada? You could help me on my farm. Pay is not great, but my wife is a good cook. There's a dream come true. Back-breaking farm work for a lousy pay. Put me down. I'll be there May 23rd. No, that's very nice. Good cook. My wife is not a good cook. The young lady you married, does she cook at all?
Excellent cook. Oh, excellent.
No. Alex doesn't like the kitchen.
No?
I should
Does she
say,
know where it
though,
is?
I'm in trouble now. Randy Wolfberg?
Randy?
Help me, Randy.
Yes, Wolfberg.
Wolfberg, I'm sorry. From Wichita, Kansas. What is your idea of safe sex? Being 66. Steve Patterson? How come Ed didn't invite you to his wedding? Ed did, but he put the picture on the envelope, and from force of habit, I threw it away. Says you may have already been to my wedding. Lauren Florine from Ventura, California. How are you, Lauren? Have you ever been to, is it Florine's? Florine's Haberdashery in Norfolk, Nebraska. I used to live there. Florine's Haberdashery.
Not in the haberdashery. You don't mean that.
Why not?
Well, the way you said it's like you lived right there in the haberdashery.
No, I lived in Norfolk, Nebraska.
Yeah.
And he has
I
Florine.
understand him.
The owner's my cousin. Yes, I was there once. And when are my pants going to be ready? No. Didn't mean I lived in the haberdashery. You are the best. Oh, that's nice. What are you going to do when you retire? Please stay another year. I recognize his handwriting. Get a grip on yourself, Ed. Please. Get it. There it is.
I'm married now. I need all
that's
the help
right.
I can get.
One more. All right, Harold Arsenault. How are you, Harold? Do you know a good divorce lawyer? They're all good, Harold. That's the problem. How many times, Bob Dinar, how many times have you and Ed been married? Ed and I have never been married.
That's a terrible rumor.
We were engaged once for a short time, called it off, gave the gifts back.
Yeah.
Larry Stryker, are there any famous people in your family? What am I, a can of turtle wax? Time for any more? One more? Donna Rooney.
Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Donna. I'm from Nebraska, Fremont. I know where that is. Have you ever had any hot dates from there?
That's right.
Yes, I have. A girl named Dashboard Donna. Is that? No. Oh, no.
Silly stuff.
Silly stuff. Okay, we don't have time for more because we got a big show tonight. Don't we have a big show?
Excellent.
Everybody told me before the show we got a big show. Really big show here on stage. He's gone so long. They don't remember. It's like doing jokes about Lincoln, even Sullivan now. We'll take a break, and then I guess Mr. Warmth is here, right? Another dream come true. We'll be right back after this. Stay where you are, folks.
The most celebrated film of all time.
Yeah, right.
Wayne's World. Siskel and Ebert call it completely original.
I was not aware of that.
2 thumbs up.
We're not worthy.
And the Washington Post agrees.
Thank you.
Hilariously funny. As easily digestible as a bag of Cheetos.
Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
So don't be the last one in America to see Wayne's World. Rated PG-13, now playing at theaters everywhere.
Why put up with glasses that just don't fit? Lens Crafters has so many ways to fit your snug points, like snug fit hinges that flex to keep their gentle fit. Lens Crafters better fit for greater comfort in about an hour.
Looks great. But come on, I mean, you know, you could have gotten yourself another BMW or a Lexus.
I suppose, but why? This had everything I wanted. Power, great handling, ABS,
Yeah, but
airbag, leather, everything. I couldn't see spending 10, 20,000 more for what?
Who makes it?
Pontiac. It's the new Bonneville.
Nice.
How Mr. Sullivan eats a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Oh, since 1932, it's the same thing. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Such a nibbler.
You're next, my dear.
Oh.
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
Okay. You parents who have young children are watching may want to hustle the kids into bed now. My first guest, you all know, Rickles and I have known each other, over 30 years. Don's going to be appearing at the Golden Nugget in Las Vegas, April 9th through the 13th, and at Bally's in Atlantic City, the 23rd and the 24th. Short date. Would you welcome Mr. Warmth, Don Rickles?
Okay, it's not a Jewish holiday. We can sit. Okay, you want to go to the beach?
Sure.
What a night. God, John, it's so good to see you. Usually you say good evening, but I guess tonight you're a little
Well, I was gonna say
uptight because you're working with a name. But, it's so good, and God bless Ed. I've heard so much. Let's hope this sticks.
Thank you, Don.
Ed, I'm running out of gifts.
Thank you, Don.
Newhart and I, we keep running over going, does he love her? Does he love her? And usually you're back in the chapel going, hey, what time's the wedding?
Did you know before he did this that he was
No, I read it in the paper in Iowa.
You've never been in Iowa in your life?
You can bet your... No, I've never been in Iowa, but I read about it. You usually call us and tell us. You don't tell him because he gets a breakdown. But you have been a guy that's traveled a lot and have gone through a great deal in life. And I wish you and your wife a lot of happiness. I figure a week, tops. Tops. You have no problem because you get moody and just walk away.
No, I don't.
Anyway, no, I saw your lovely wife, Alex, in Pittsburgh. I was in
She
Pittsburgh.
told me you were back there.
You see, you talk about marriage. There's a guy in your band. How long have you had that?
Well, I just started...
Get on the Jerry Lewis telethon.
All right. She said you were back... Let me get something.
Well, jump in. You're the host. You're acting so secure since you're leaving, for crying out loud. And the other guy's at home working on his chin.
Look at this. My wife...
You like that, eh?
Yeah, I
you got
like
that little
that.
Nazi personality.
That's right. Cruelty is my second name.
That's it.
Alex told me you were back in Pittsburgh. She was back there because she was born there. Her folks live there. She goes back occasionally. Said you were back there filming a picture.
Yes, we
Wow.
did. We did a... What do you mean, wow? What is it? It's not a cartoon. It's a major movie.
Well, the last thing you made was Beach Blanket Bingo, wasn't
That's
it?
right. The last thing you did was sit in the Slate Brothers some years ago and go, get me anything, anybody.
Didn't have anything there,
That's
huh?
right.
Okay.
We were all in heat in those days. By the way, Snooki is married 53 years. Snooki Young in your band, and that's why we can learn from that guy. 53 years married to this wonderful woman who in your band, Snooki Young.
I didn't know that.
53 years. And the coincidence is his lovely daughter, Judy, is our secretary. Did I stun you?
No,
I mean, she's a black girl. She don't sit in the house going, hallelujah, hallelujah. She works once in a while and does a spiritual to relax me.
All right, now speaking of marriage, you're kidding. You kid me about my...
Well, I always kid you. I'm married 27 years. Why do you keep opening your mouth like that? I think I'm working with a Norwegian guy on a tuna hunt, for crying out loud.
What? A tuna hunt?
A tuna hunt.
Okay.
Yes, I'm married 27 years.
And everything's good? Good at home?
Well, no, it's great. I got a Jewish wife, just lays in bed and goes, is that about it? You don't have that problem. You know, you guys, you marry Gentile girls. You know, I got a Jewish wife, wears the jewelry and signals ships. See, you guys don't have that problem. You give them a can of beer, they lay in the bed and go...
What? I was going to talk to you when you were back in Pittsburgh because I picked up the paper one day and it showed the 10 best dressed men in the United States, or the 10 in the world. And the tailors, or the fashion people, voted you as one of the 10 best dressed people.
That is correct.
With this body. I mean, how'd you get on that list?
Don't turn on me. Don't turn on me. It's not advisable.
Is that true? The 10 best?
Well, that's what they say. Look at Ed. Emmett Kelly dresses better than him. No, you dress nice, but you don't know about clothes. You're from Nebraska.
What are you
talking about? You
have
8 guys say, that looks good, Johnny. You go, honest to God? You don't know about clothes. If they left it up to you, you'd wear those checkered shirts with the thing over the ears going, let's get some deer.
Let's get some deer.
Let's get some deer. Did you see Deer Hunter?
I saw.
That's the way Pittsburgh was.
I know
where your wife comes from. Never touched the shirt.
No, what is that on the shirt? Show them.
$7,000 shirt.
Look at all you got.
That's right. In case I die, I want the paramedics to know who it is.
You got little embroidered initials on your shirt.
That's right. Well, what do you have? You have those phony seersucker shirts here. I don't know what the hell. And you wear cufflinks. Oh, no,
I don't wear
buttons.
cufflinks.
I thought, well, I saw you at an affair when you had diamond cufflinks. Just a minute, I wanted to say. Try to work yourself up. She could be tonight, you know. Now. No, he's starting to relax, and then you'll have a can of beer, and you'll just later go, did we do it, honey? You got to keep alert. I want this I don't want this to miss. You know I love you. You know that.
Okay.
Means a lot to me.
Now, look, we're gonna end this, in May. Now, are you gonna miss coming here?
You're leaving in May?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
That's right.
You're going?
You know that.
Oh, well, I do. And I'm going to be very depressed for about 2 minutes. Hey, I want to tell you, and then we'll get this out of the way. Thank you for 25 some odd years we met in New York.
That's right.
And I got news. God bless you. You're the best. And that's the end.
Well, you don't have to do that. Pushed you into it, didn't I? I know
But
that.
you're not at the end.
I know that didn't come easy for
You're
you.
not at the end. It's not easy for
I
me.
pushed you into that, didn't I?
That's right. Roy Rogers said, happy trails to you. You're gonna, yeah, that's right. Good. Do what he says, he might get hot again.
One more, boy. One more. We'll be right back. Stay where you are.
No, we won't.
You're about to see how Goodyear is changing all-season driving right before your eyes. Introducing AquaTread, only from Goodyear. AquaTread's advanced design channels water out of your way for dependable all-season traction, especially in the rain when you may need it most. AquaTread, the newest reason why we say the best tires in the world have Goodyear written all over them.
In our search for a truly outstanding breaded minced fish stick, we went coast to coast, conducting extensive taste tests in cities across the country. And after analyzing responses from hundreds of fish stick experts, we discovered something your kid could have told us.
I like Vandicamps.
Vandicamps is the breaded minced fish stick with a taste that can't be beat by any other leading brand. Vandicamps, and that's a fact.
It was a brutal crime
That's right, a murder.
without any clues.
The man was eating the evidence.
But someone is about to reopen the case.
Why would you steal a suitcase?
Forgive me. I'll do anything you want. Foreplay.
Do you know this woman?
Never saw her before in my life.
What was her picture doing in your wallet?
A picture comes with every wallet.
Once upon a crime.
At the time of the murder, I was making love to my wife.
Is this your wife?
Why do people keep asking that?
Rated PG. Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
The one thing you know about late night is that you just never know. So when we tell you Woody Harrelson is here along with the Bodines, it's an hour show and you just never know. If life is still a mystery without any clues, or you just feel like some old-time rock and roll, stay up later with Bob Seger tonight.
Okay, folks, if you just joined us. Anyway, I want to hear you were making a movie in Pittsburgh.
And you know how that
Why
came...
in Pittsburgh?
Well, Pittsburgh, I don't like, the economy is tough.
Yeah, I
And
know.
so on the serious side, and a lot of people are out of work there. And a film, Warner Brothers, Lee Rich and John Landis film, and Leslie Bellsberg.
Innocent Blood? Is that what it's
Innocent
called?
Blood, yeah. And it's Robert Loggia, who knows you, and he's a fine artist. And this Anthony LaPaglia, nice young kid, always searching, hunting, off the stage, And,
I see.
And I'm like your age, and Ed, no, you're... Anyway, so he's always looking, around. And we had this David Pavlo, who was in Mean Streets.
Right.
And they're good actors. And this Ann Pario is beautiful. Remember La Femme Nikita?
No.
Do you get her the house at all?
Yes.
Well, she's a lovely star in Europe. She's a very big star in Europe.
Well,
and she walks around the trailer and came in, and I'm happily married, and as all three of us are. And she came in the trailer, and the leg kept going, because she's very beautiful. And God forbid, may the three of us cheat on our wives where we'd be paralyzed. Notice how he kept moving. He kept moving.
Is this a serious picture?
No, it's a black comedy. That doesn't mean the black guys who are in the back.
I know.
Kept saying to me, "Hey man, we're gonna rob."
No, I know that.
No, the black brothers back there, they're great. Which they're coming out, but it's about vampires.
Vampires?
Robert Loggia, yeah. What is this? What is it about? Is we on tape? I know what the hell we're saying.
Would you play a vampire?
No, I play a monkey. Of course, a vampire. It's about vampires, and Robert Loggia bites me on the neck and enjoys it. And he was grinning a lot late at night. And you know what we did?
No.
We shot. I keep doing this.
Yes.
You know what? On the next series, sit here.
Now talk to me about this picture.
Why do I talk to you? He loves me. I know what you say. I've been.
Do you get a lot of money now when you make a picture?
Do I ask you how much you make?
Well,
have I ever asked you how much you make?
Yes, you have. You've kidded about it many times on this very show.
But how can you talk about $50 billion a week? How can you talk about it?
But are we talking for
I make a nice salary, yes. I'm able to go out to parties with you and Alex and hang out with him when he's settled.
Yeah.
I mean, but I go out. Yes, I make a very good salary. Jack Gelati's my agent, and he handles things great. I drop names in so that I can keep my career
That's right,
going.
and cut your commission,
Steve
obviously.
Levine, you don't have any agents. You sit alone with Ed Hookstratton. That's your agent, who just sits there going, "Johnny, you're worth $1 million!" And like a dummy, you buy it. Anyway,
What did I ask him? I asked him about the picture.
What are you, Al Jolson? What the hell is this all the time? Mommy. Snap out of it. You're going to get another job.
What do you... Hit him? Don't strike that man.
Takes great prop
Doesn't he, though? And yes.
He's the best.
So when will this epic be out?
Epic?
Well,
it's not Gone with the Wind. It's called Innocent Blood by John Landis.
The name of it.
And it's going to come out sometime in the fall. My Academy Award speech should run about a half hour. It should. You and Alex don't go to those things.
Would you call it a starring role or a supporting role? Or?
No, I'm co-starring.
Co-starring?
Yes, co-starring. I get the feeling I'm in some rest home with Mary Pickford. Co-starring.
Mary's gone.
I know that. That's why I feel that way.
I see. In other words, it'll say Robert Loggia, Don Rickles?
No. It'll say Don Rickles with help.
With help.
Anyway, no. It'll say Ann Pario, I believe.
Right.
Anthony LaPaglia or Robert Loggia, either one, and co-starring Don Rickles. It should be an exciting night.
I'll bet it is.
But there will be a charge to see the premiere. But you're a senior citizen, so you have no problem.
I see.
And you can come in, with your wife, whoever it is. Anyway,
this is a talkie?
Huh?
It's a talkie, is it?
No. Charlie Chaplin's
I
the
see.
star. You're getting on my nerves, old man. You're getting on my nerves. I've been nice about this. You're going to retire May 22nd, right? And when you retire, I'm going to say, Jay Leno, I always loved him. He was my favorite comedian since he's a kid, for crying out loud.
We'll have to take a break here to try to calm down, and we'll be right back. Stay where you are.
A luxury car says a lot about its owner.
Mine says I'm witty beyond belief.
Mine says I'm more Europeanish.
Mine says I'm the product of superior genes.
A luxury car says
I'm so successful I can go into debt.
I'm much more handsome. Cosmopolitan.
Another pathetic sheep following the herd.
says a lot. I'm irresistible.
Powerful.
Stylish.
Sexy.
Dynamic.
The all-wheel drive Subaru Legacy. All it says is that you bought a great car and you can still pay your mortgage.
What makes a great St. Patrick's Day? Well, you have to wear green, naturally. And you'll need some real Irish music. Toss in a few friends, someplace fun to celebrate. And you just can't forget the Budweiser. Why? It's the official beer of Ireland. Kathy Ireland. Celebrate safely this St. Patrick's Day. If you drink, please don't drive.
Presenting Wendy's Chicken Cordon Bleu, a boneless breast of chicken, ham, Swiss cheese, Grey Poupon, and mayonnaise on a toasted Kaiser bun.
That looks delicious.
Try the Chicken Cordon Bleu sandwich at Wendy's for a limited time.
That means you have to hurry.
Presenting the Hoover Elite 2 upright with attached hose and tools. It's the crevice finding, blind binding, far-reaching, carpet cleaning, hose wearing, tool bearing, ultimate cleaning machine. Hoover invented it.
Okay, my next guest. You're in for a treat now, folks. My next guests are the cast of a new musical that starts performances March 20th in New York called Five Guys Named Mo. It's a review based on a very popular composer that you remember from the 40s named Louis Jordan, who has quite a musical history and a lot of original fun stuff. So would you welcome, please, the cast of Five Guys Named Mo. Gentlemen.
A story from way back. Truck on down and dig me, Jack. That's Big Mo. Little bitty Mo. Four-eyed Mo. Look at brother. Look at brother. Look at brother. Eat more. Mo. Who's the greatest band around? Makes the cats jump up and down. Who's the talk of Rhythm Town? Five Guys Named Mo, that's us. When we start to beat it out, everybody jumps and shouts. Tell me who the critics all rave about. Five Guys Named Mo. Ah, we came out of nowhere. That don't mean a thing. We rank high, you know why? When you hear us sing, 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 sing. High brow, low brow, they all agree. We're the best in harmony. I'm telling you folks, you really are see. Five Guys Named Mo. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Came out of nowhere, that don't mean a thing. We rank high, you know why? When you hear us sing. We're the greatest band around. Makes the cats jump up and down. We're the talk of Rhythm Town. Five Guys Named Mo. Not one guy, no Mo. Not two guys, little bitty Mo. Not three guys, four-eyed Mo. Not four guys, Big Mo. But five guys, eat Mo. Five little guys named Mo. That's us.
Blue Ridge. Come on now. Now, I know you all should know this song because this was one of our greatest hits. But you see, I'm going to need you to help me out. Would you help me sing the song? Uh-oh. Let's try it again. Will you help me sing the song? I want you to say what. Now I'll say it again. When I say Caledonia, I want you to say what. All right, let's try it. Caledonia! What? Caledonia! What? All right. Now when I say, what makes your big head so hard, I want you to throw your arms up in the air. Don't worry about the perspiration. I'm the only one that can see that. See? And I want you to yell, Mama. Now when I say, what makes your big head so hard, throw your arms up and yell, Mama. Let's try it. What makes your big head so hard? Mama. One more time. What makes your big head so hard? Mama. All right, here we go. Walking with my baby, she's got great big feet. She's tall and lanky, ain't had nothing to eat, but she's my baby, and I love her just the same. See, I'm crazy about that woman, Caledonia is her name. Here we go. Caledonia? What? Caledonia? What? What makes your big head so hard? Oh, I love my baby. I love her just the same. Yeah. You see, I'm crazy about the woman, Caledonia is her name. Let me tell you a story. Now you see, my mama calls me up on the phone and says, son, this gal named Caledonia that you so in love with, all she gonna do is break your heart and take your money. But mama didn't know what Caledonia was putting down. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Caledonia's house, and this is what I'm gonna say. Let's try it out. Caledonia! What? Caledonia! What? What makes your big head so hard? Oh, I love my baby. I love her just the same, yeah. You see, I'm crazy about the woman. Caledonia is her name. Here we go, one more time. Well, Caledonia! What? Caledonia! What? What makes your big head so hard? Oh, I love my baby. I love her just the same. You see, I'm crazy about that woman. Caledonia is her name. You know, last time, Caledonia! What? Caledonia! What? What makes your big head so hard? Yes, I do. You see, I'm crazy about the woman. Caledonia is her name. Come on, Reggie, let's take it home. I'm crazy about that woman. Caledonia is her name. All aboard!
I'm heading for the station with the pack on my back. I'm tired of transportation in the back of a hack. I'd love to hear the rhythm of the clickety-clack and hear the lonesome whistle, see the smoke from the stack, and pal around with Democratic fellas named Max. So take me right back to the track, Jack. Choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie, woo-woo, woo-woo, choo-boogie, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie. Take me right back to the track, Jack. You reach your destination, but alas in a lack. You need some compensation to get back in the black. You take the morning paper from the top of the rack and read the situation from the front to the back. The only job that's open needs a man with a rack, so put it right back on the rack, Jack. Choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie, woo-woo, woo-woo, choo-boogie, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie. Take me right back to the track, Jack. I'm gonna settle down by the railroad track. Live my life a rally in a beaten down shack. So when I hear the whistle, I can peep through a crack and watch the train a-rolling when it's pulling the jack. I just love the rhythm of the clickety-clack, so take me right back to the track, Jack. Choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie, woo-woo, woo-woo, choo-boogie, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie. Take me right back to the track, Jack. Hey! destination. Take me right back to the track. So you reach your destination. You need some compensation. So you reach your destination. Take me right back to the track.
Five guys, name more. Let me give you the names of these people. The five guys named more: Kevin Ramsey, Glenn Turner, Milton Craig Neely, Douglas Escu, and Jeffrey Sams. Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck on Broadway.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment. Thank you, guys.
Dale Earnhardt, why are you getting your oil changed at a GM dealership? The fast or free guarantee. Fast or free?
Yep, takes 29 minutes or less, or my next one's free. Gotta go now.
And Earnhardt's back in record time.
See your Mr. Goodwrench Quick Lube Plus dealer. Come in for a Mr. Goodwrench Quick Lube Plus oil change and you could win one of 21 GM vehicles. There's millions of prizes. Just come in, scratch, and win during the Flag of Winter sweepstakes at your participating GM dealer.
Now, we hardly even advertise this, and it's practically flying off the shelves. So what attracted you to it?
The name of the dressing attracted my attention. Healthy Sensation is perfect. It is sensational.
And this one just jumped off the shelf at you?
Yeah, well...
Did it hit you in the head?
No, it missed.
What do you think is in there that makes it a sensation?
Carrots and peppers. My husband liked it. He was the tough one.
You wouldn't change the name to, wow, is that a wonderful thing or what?
Well, that's a long title to put on a salad dressing bottle.
Introducing new Healthy Sensation salad dressing. The name says it all.
Angelo, you gotta see this. DiGiorno pasta.
That's a pasta from a grocery store.
It's in a refrigerated case.
Tortellini, ravioli, for cheese sauce, marinara.
DiGiorno must have read our menu. And taste.
Uh-oh.
If people can make pasta this good at home, why come here?
Ambiance?
For restaurant taste at your place, DiGiorno.
4 days only. All Craftsman tools, all Craftsman lawn and garden equipment, and every gallon of Easy Living paint are on sale. Save 10 to 30%, but hurry, it all ends Saturday at Sears.
Everybody needs some
$12 for every mile over the limit.
That's $300.
You can add fast, too. Next.
To send someone money fast, call 1-800-CALL-CASH or come to any Western Union location. Western Union, the fastest way to send money.
Okay, my next guest. Calvin Trillin's a very popular writer, a humorist, syndicated columnist. He has a new book out called, it's a collection actually of his columns called Enough's Enough. But it never is with Calvin Trillin. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
What appearances? We were talking to somebody the other night. They'd been on the show 20 times, 23 times. You've been on here about, what, 30?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I've been a lot. I was once the tallest guy on the show. I've been on so many things. I was on with Danny DeVito and the 5-year-old spelling champion.
That's right.
That's right. Right. I was on once with Mr. Rogers and Hulk Hogan.
You're kidding. What a booking.
Well, that's what Mr. Rogers thought, John. I think he couldn't get over the notion that Hulk might do something untoward in the evening, like pick him up by his ankles or something. And at the commercial, when Hulk came out, he looked over and this chair was empty. And that chair was empty, too. And I figured Mr. Rogers was just about at Pittsburgh, picking up speed. He was out of here. I was a little concerned myself that night.
Yeah.
You know, he has an unpredictable Hulk.
Yeah, that's true.
I've actually booked some people on the show, really.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I've suggested some people. Remember Harry Garrison, the smoke ring blower? Actually, a player piano salesman and calliope restorer by trade, but
he came here to blow smoke rings one night, and something because the air was moving in the studio.
Yes, I think you should have told him about the ventilation system.
It was one of the most hysterical nights. The poor guy was so serious, and he was trying to blow these smoke rings, and everyone would come out and just dissolve.
That's right. And he's a trooper, so he went right on. Didn't change the act at all. That's right. Here's one for you, Johnny.
Oh, that's right. And he hadn't done one yet.
Right, right. I mean, there he was in
So that was one of
Hurricane
your-
Camille.
that was one of your
my
bookings,
guys.
huh?
Yeah. And Dr. Dahl, the man who could hum and whistle at the same time, I think there was a guest host when he was on.
I don't recall it.
I think I've talked on the show about how I'm able to hum and whistle at the same time. That's my talent. In the way the Miss America people use the word.
Yes. Have you ever
talent.
demonstrated that?
No, I quit doing it because I was on a book tour in Milwaukee, and these people came into the store and they said that one of the people with them, it turned out to be Dr. Dahl, who's a neurologist, although this has nothing to do with his talent, said he was able to hum and whistle at the same time, and maybe the two of us could do a quartet. And so we kind of stepped aside to talk about what we do and everything, and it turned out he could hum one tune and whistle another tune. He could hum Goodnight Irene while whistling I'm in the Mood for Love. So I quit doing it.
Yes.
I gave it up right then, but I said, you ought to be on the Tonight Show.
Yeah. Gift that comes to few people.
That's right,
Yes.
that's right. No, it has been. It's been, I mean, I feel it's very comfortable here, in the makeup room particularly.
Yeah.
My favorite makeup story is sitting down in the chair and saying, I'd like to look like Stuart Granger, please. And the guy said, you should have come in a lot earlier.
We're somewhat of a cruel staff there. That little. Have you ever got any trouble on this show from things you have said? Observations you have made?
There was a moment on, actually on the Letterman show, I became, accidentally, the first person to say dear penis on national television. D-E-E-R.
Dear penis.
Yeah.
What would bring something like that up? I forgot.
That's what my wife said.
Yes,
John. She said, of all the things to talk about on a talk
Yeah.
show, how did you happen to talk about that? Well, I think that Dave asked me something about if I'd eaten anything exotic around the world, and I said, I told him, well, once in the Caribbean, I had some bullfoot soup that I thought was quite authentic. It tasted pretty much what you'd expect something called bullfoot soup to taste like, and there was the unmistakable presence of the foot. And in Japan, I stayed once in one of those inns where you think you're going to put your elbow through the wall at any moment. And they had for breakfast an odd assortment of material that a friend of mine over there calls low tide stuff.
Low tide
I ate that. And then Dave said, as I remember, is there anything you decided not to eat?
Right.
That's when it came up.
To do it.
Yeah. We were...
Where was this delicacy, sir?
It was in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, where I had cheerfully eaten duck tongues.
Right.
I hadn't really previously even thought about the possibility the ducks had tongues. And we went into a restaurant feeling kind of adventurous, and on the menu was double-boiled deer penis.
Double-boiled?
Yeah.
Only way to have it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I thought about ordering it, but I was afraid they'd bring it to the table and I'd say, why don't you take it back and have him boil it one more time?
So you do have certain standards where you draw the line.
Yeah, and I never heard anything about it. Letterman might have heard something about it, I don't know.
The title of your book is Enough is Enough. Don't you feel that way about these primaries going on? Why do we go so long in this country?
Do you notice how warmly you feel toward Bob Kerrey this morning? No, I have noticed that every time somebody drops out, I think, he's not such a bad guy. He would have been a good president, right? And I think the reason for that is the realization that the sort of person who would go through this process is not the sort of person we would want as president. So when the guy leaves, you think, not a bad guy, smart guy.
Yeah.
Smart enough to get out of there.
Exactly.
That's right. I think the president is not a complete success as a campaigner. He gets into his kind of just folks mode, which is, he doesn't play well. I had actually forgotten he was supposed to be from Texas. And then now it all comes back. And, you know, you can see him kind of putting a gun rack on his golf cart. And he gets those blue jeans out of there. They've been still creased from 4 years ago. And then when he talks tough, he sounds kind of like Fred Astaire playing Al Capone. You know, it doesn't. I think it doesn't work out.
Doesn't it? It's a bad image there. I guess that means we have to sneak away here quietly, but we shall return. Anyway, I guess we're about out of time. Good to have you here again, Calvin. It's marvelous stuff in this book. Composition or a compilation of a lot of your columns, right? Called Enough is Enough. And always good to have you here. Mr. Rickles, you're going to Atlantic City?
Spain. Forget Atlantic City. Spain. What? Going on vacation. 27 years married. The wife and I were going to try to work it out.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hey, by the way, John.
Yes.
God bless you. Whatever you do, you will always be the best.
Thank you, Don. Thank you. Tomorrow night, music of James Taylor, Richard Benjamin, and Blake Clark. Good night.